Our doctor is in the house. He is Butch. It's not Ros. I said Roser.
It's Rosser.
It's Rosser. Hey, what's up, Butch?
Hey, we're Southern Boy, glad to be here.
Dr. Butch.
All
That's
right.
right. Ask Dr. Butch.
All right, so we're here to talk about how belching and heartburn can lead to cancer.
Oh, absolutely, Tom.
Cancer?
Cancer, esophageal cancer. It is, as Dr. Oz said when I was working with him, the fastest growing cancer in America, up 400% in the last 20 years.
Just regular gas, regular belching.
Well, see, there's two phases of this problem.
Yeah.
You have the problem where, 60%, 40% of Americans will get heartburn once a month. That's regular kind.
Okay.
Another 20% will get it once a week. And that's still kind of regular, but 3 to 7% of 21 million Americans have it every day. And that's the kind that leads to cancer, and we got to get people aware of this.
How do you know you're experiencing heartburn?
Okay, let me describe what happens, okay? We just had a big bunch of breakfast, a catfish and grits.
Yeah.
That's a staple. And you put
That's
Louisiana.
a staple.
It's a staple item in Mississippi, Tom, in Moorhead. Now, then you put that Louisiana hot sauce on it.
Right.
Then about 15 minutes after you get up, and Jay, you know what I'm talking about. And now all of a sudden you got this under your breastplate, you got this pressure.
Right.
And then you got this burning, and then you have this belching, and then you're having to swallow all the time. You are not just experiencing heartburn, you're experiencing what we call gastroesophageal reflux. And it's something that if it happens occasionally, it's okay. But if it happens a lot, like every day, you could have a little heartburn that could kill you.
And you mean Tums and ginger ale won't help you?
Well, this is the problem. Everybody keeps self-medicating themselves instead of being able to go and get a workkup.
Because that's what Big Mama did.
Big Mama did.
Yeah.
And guess what else she did?
That's ginger
Chamomile
ale.
tea.
Yeah.
Okay, then she gets the honey. All right, then she does all this stuff, and you think it goes away, but there's a problem. And Tom, the reason why I want to really let the listeners know they got to pay attention to this and get a proper workup. As a fourth-year medical student, my uncle had the same kind of chronic heartburn, and I took care of him as a medical student, and he was having terminal esophageal cancer. This campaign, Sybil, is more than a paycheck for me. It's personal. And we have, imagine this, Tom and Sybil and Jay, imagine if 5 airplanes full of people crashed every month for a whole year. That's how many people lose their lives to esophageal cancer, which comes from heartburn.
Wow.
Call the doctor.
Really?
If you have questions about your heartburn, your gas on your chest, burping. Well, I know someone.
And acid reflux.
We know someone who can't help but just belch all the time.
And you know why you're doing it? Because your body, God made your body to compensate. You're swallowing more saliva, which is a base which counteracts the acid. Your body is trying to heal itself, but every time you swallow 15 cc's of air, and you're blowing up like a balloon, and then it explodes. This is a sign of a bad problem. Your body's trying to compensate, and it can't quite turn the corner.
What's the cure?
Well, here's the cure. Here's the good news. There's sometimes you can do lifestyle changes. There's good food and bad food. Okay, you got what I call the corrosive C's. If you get canned foods with all that acid in it, which you know we eat canned foods, that's a problem. If you have carbonated beverages, that's a problem. If we have caffeine and chocolate, darling, chocolate. If you're doing that, that's bad. But there's good foods.
Oh, okay.
Baked foods, something called Manuka honey that only comes from New Zealand with healing properties, and people didn't know about that. Chamomile tea, like your mama always told you.
Yeah.
That is really good for it. And then if you go a healthy lifestyle, you can get better. But now, some people don't get better. So the next stage happens to be drugs. And everybody's talking about the magic pills, the Prilosec, etc. So the pills can help about 45% of the people if they're properly diagnosed. But then I'm here to talk about what happens when that doesn't work. and you need an operation. Because I'm a surgeon and a minimally invasive surgeon. So we have this new technology with magnets called the Lynx Reflux Management System. We put a little bead of magnets, just like my bracelet here, around your food tube, Tom, like this, and it stops it once and for all. And that's what we want people to know about, because you don't know to ask your doctor about these new technologies and these magnet technologies. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
There's a lot going on.
Oh yeah.
Man, from a little burping and then
Burping. Now we're talking magnets around your food tube. Talk to the doctor. 646464. Dr. Butch will be here for the next hour to take your text messages and answer your questions. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you, sir.
All right.